this is one of the best events that I've seen in a long, long time. Thank you so much. I mean, it's a wonderful platform to be here. Basaraj has been my partner for 3 wonderful expeditions. We have done the first All India on a Model B. Which was 10,319 kilometers in 307 hours. Via Srinagar and up to Sonmarg. We were not able to go beyond Sonmarg because of a snowslide. So we had to come back, and within 100 days, get this right guys, within 100 days we prepared a new stock bike, courtesy Ideal Jawa team, and we did from Kanyakumari, sea level to Khadungla, 1990, 11,180 kilometers in 267 hours. Super! 1994. This is something we Indians should not forget. We were technically, we could carry only $500. How many of you remember this? We had huge amount of overseas support from like-minded Indians. Again, a big round of applause for all the Indians who helped us. The project was to do a Guinness record. We had been reading people doing it by car. The record stands at about 29 days. Naveen Kapil and his team from Delhi. There's Salu and Neena Chaudhary from Calcutta. There's a British army who did, but everybody was doing by car. Nobody was doing it the way they wanted to do on a motorcycle. And in those days, the only bike that we could think about was an Yezdi. So 8th October 1994, we had a flag off from Bangalore to Delhi in 2.5 days. Very unfortunate, we left India at the time of plague. How many of you remember the plague in Surat? Yeah. I'm sure. We went out of India, we landed in Egypt. My bike got stuck back. Perishables were prioritized, and commodities like bike and XYZ, they were held back. So we had to use a lot of government influence to get my bike into Egypt. We traveled with the Carnegie Passage. We lost about 17 days. The project was to go around the world in 60 days. The project stopped before it began. But we didn't lose hope. We connected with the Limca Book of Records. We maintained log sheets by the hour, by the days. Had documentary evidence, photographic evidence to prove that what we were doing was recorded. We spun around Egypt. We were given a free of cost military convoy for about 1800 kilometers in the country of Egypt. For the African continent, my Sudanese visa was cancelled because we were on a bike. My Libyan visa got cancelled because we were on a bike. So that left us only Egypt. From Egypt we flew into Rome. That was our first exposure to the European highways, one of the fantastic roads, and the bike did superbly well. Italy, Austria, Republic of Czech, Germany, France, UK. We had a golden opportunity to get into the manufacturing facility of
get a phone.
Jawa.
Wants to take pictures.
You
got his phone with you?
My dad.
And we met Mr. Stanley Wallace. How many of you are synonymous with his name?
It's on record.
He is the person who got the Road King into India. From London, we flew into the United States. We crisscrossed United States, 21,070 kilometers, 20,070 kilometers in 21 days. And we could see the Honda Goldwings, the Harleys accompanying us for a ride. They used to pass by us and do this. We were a smoky bike. From Miami, we flew down to Buenos Aires because by then my Brazilian visa and our Chile visa had lapsed. From Buenos Aires, we went through the country of Argentina. Buenos Aires, we flew to Australia. From Australia, we crisscrossed Australia. We landed in Sydney and rode all the way up to Perth. Perth to Chennai, and we could see a lot of difference in the riding habits. Guys, this is a wonderful platform. We must mend our riding habits in India. How many of you all agree with me that we don't have good riders on road? Yes. So let's do a little bit of education, Right is not right. Two-wheelers, guys, be on your left. A little piece of education from my side, because we've seen the kind of countries that we've ridden. The span has been so fast. I mean, by the time you could relish a country, we are out of that country into a new one. The whole of Europe, 7 countries, we did it in 5 days.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, giving us an opportunity. It's indeed been 20 years to this year, and I'm feeling that, this crowd has not lost the beat in these bikes.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'd like to just take your advice, or what do you think of recently there are a lot of news going on that they're going to scrap the old vehicles and vintage vehicles, things like that, two-stroke. So what would you know? Do you have anything to say about it?
I don't want to get into that because it's an environmental issue, guys. I mean, let's see, let's maintain the bike the way it has to be maintained. I mean, we see a lot of three-wheelers. It's so smoky. I mean, they need to be picked up first. Bikes, we still can manage the oil content and still control the, pollution. And I don't think, none of the countries have stopped us asking for a pollution control. None. In our 42,038 kilometers in 47 days, 119 days in all, across all the 6 continents. And we did it as Indians in 1994. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.